that we still see a real love in society. Don't matter your religion, you're my sister. Now that's love, togetherness, and not love to have you with me on top of anything I'm on top of. Look, it don't matter if you black or you blue. This ain't a song, it's a message to you. And it's personal too.
All I'm trying to do is talk to you. If you hear me, I'ma be alright.
I'ma be fine. I have no problem, I can rap all day.
I have no problem, I can sing all night. Promise you will hear me.
You feel me?
Clearly, I know nothing's ever done in vain. I know that my mind ain't crazy.
Somebody had to talk about it.
These people around these streets, who are
Tiwa generating a new philosophy of young success in young people's mindsets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Number 2K, and I'm your host, the Blessed One. Doing nothing but the most, and certainly the goeders, wat moet gedoen word. So today in the building, ladies and gentlemen, we have Viola. Viola, who is not only a 17-year-old child, this girl possesses what most children are looking for out here. So I will not introduce her because she is the mother of entertainment, literally. So Viola, hi, how are you?
I'm good,
Can we do this? I don't know why, but I want to do this. Okay, please introduce yourself to the people.
All right. My name is Lehlohonolo Viola Mohase. I'm 16 years of age. I'm a poet, a speaker, a president and founder, a CEO of Viola Summits, and author to I Survived the book. Yes.
Oh my goodness, girl. Is this something that you don't do? Wajaiva daram. Come on, pila vibes.
No.
At least there's one thing. There's one thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Because you do public speaking and like so many other things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, coolies, take me through the journey of Lehlohonolo, because I see you have two names, right?
Sure.
Coolies. So you mentioned that you are Lehlohonolo Viola. When I met you for the first time, I knew you as Lehlohonolo. So take me throughout the journey of Lehlohonolo before Viola.
All right. The name Lehlohonolo, it just comes from the childhood. Viola name, I wasn't yet interested to use it. But immediately when I had a dream that, you know what, one day I just want to open my own agency. I actually wanted to open a poetry club. But I saw, you know what, why would I only accommodate poets? Why shouldn't I accommodate everyone? So that everyone can get the platform of, you know, exposing their talents and everything. That's when I started using the name Viola for Viola Summits.
Oh, so, nice.
Yes.
So you did mention that you are a CEO, a founder, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so there was Lehlohonolo. Lehlohonolo was just a normal teenager, but soon realized that, no, I actually do have potential and this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So you grew from a space of being in a circle of your own peers. Mm-hmm. So did you move from a different age group to another one, like a higher age group, or did you stick to the same age group, like, and your friends, because you felt like there's a gap there and you can just inject some knowledge in that area?
No. It was never been me impacting any change through the company that I kept. Let me say, by the age of 13, the people that I used to surround myself with, they were like 21, 17. Yes. But they saw an adult in me. Nice. Because I was exposed in the adult stage at a younger age. My mental capacity was very big for the people that I was surrounded by.
Yeah.
So let me say, the company that I kept, they learned from me mostly.
Nice.
Not me learning from them. I learned from the people above there, like my spiritual father, my mentor, and everything. So yeah.
That must have been a hard journey, right? Okay, before Kubega, I would just like us to go back a little bit. Mm-hmm. You mentioned Aritwaraneng. Take me through that. Like, how did from Aritwaraneng to Viola Summits, and then you Amapupo? So you are a very spiritual person.
Sure. Aritwaraneng, it came when I discovered that, you know what, I'm a leader.
Period.
I'm an activist. I'm a feminist.
Yes, child.
You understand? So I started being interested in gender-based violence and knowing or in finding justice for people that are victim of gender-based violence. That when I started artsoraning, artsoraning, it means let's unite, let's carry our nation and restore our humanity.
Mhm.
That's when I'm like, this is what's happening in our area. I once found out Mamelodi East is actually the second in the statistics of each and every area
Oh,
of gender-based
goodness.
violence.
Nice.
So I wanted to bring a change. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why not? Yeah, why not?
So you wanted to be the change. You wanted to be the voice of the voiceless.
Mhm.
How has that journey been? It must have been tough. Like looking at where you come from. Okay, I'm going to touch base a little bit, and maybe I might be a bit sensitive. And to that, I would like to apologize. And for any other sensitive viewers out there, have you ever been abused anyhow?
I have emotionally. I have. I'm living in a 4-room household with a maximum of 13 people. That would be my grandmother, the children of my grandmother, myself, and my siblings. I'm a firstborn to my 3 siblings. So in a way, it made me. I did not have choice but to become a mother to my siblings. And by that age, I was in grade 5. You understand? Waking up in the morning, it's just too much for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have no say. You are powerless. You are weak and everything. So it has not been that nice journey, because one day a sibling of mine, Omunyani, would come to me and ask, what are we eating? They call me Tlotlo. What are we eating? So that would be, okay, so what do I do? But because of a choice, I knew, what? I want to be different from each and every young people who are going through the same situation or more. Because instead, they are choosing unwise choices, like going for blessings, they go for whatsoever. But I sticked on having faith in myself. I sticked on believing and having faith. You understand? There were so many options in the table that would be like, no, Jola, little this, little that. But I didn't. You understand? So I was able to, although I went through suicidal as well, but I don't know, I became very strong, especially for my siblings. But at the moment, I told myself, and I sat down with myself and had a conversation, what, you're strong. Like, make peace for yourself. Make peace for your siblings.
Period.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So you had to move away from being a child, and you were instantly an adult.
Yeah.
Before your puberty stages.
Yeah, that was before. Yes.
So that transition made you realize, I will not be a product of my problems.
Sure.
Nice. High five. No, you're giving me power. You're having,
yeah.
So sometimes you guys didn't have food to eat. Sometimes you didn't have clothing, or didn't live in a household where you legit get everything.
Yeah.
Right. So your mom was not there. So how I'm trying to understand, because I'm trying to make sure that everybody else who's watching this will understand, Uguti, what does it take to have so much power and courage in yourself? Like, as you mentioned, Uguti, it's easy for one to just jump into blessings. Was it because you decided, was it your own power, or did you pray? Is there somebody that you consult, or like we rabang?
Mama, here's the thing. Even if you pray, some people, they be like, no, I've been praying for so many years, nothing happens. But also the surrounding that you keep from outside of your household,
nice,
they also determine where you want to end up. I surrounded myself with positive people, even today.
Nice.
You can tell that the people that I surround myself with, that are on the same level, on the same way that I want to go. So immediately when where you living with siblings, or struggling and whatsoever, and you surround yourself with people people they get whatever that they want from their mothers, then you're gonna get a lot of pressure. From pressure, it's gonna go to blessings. From blessings, it's gonna go to pregnancy. From pregnancy, it's gonna go to dropping out. From dropping out, it's gonna end up to you. So that's another thing. Yeah. People, you told me, friends, choosing friends.
So you do believe in the saying that says, show me your friends and I will show you your future?
Definitely.
Because that is legit. Like, you are living, you are the it, you are the brand.
Yeah.
You know, you are Aratwara name.
Mhm.
So the name Aratwara name, was it because you just feel Uguti, there is strength in numbers? Because you also found help somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
And you also believed Uguti, now where you can actually make a difference.
Yes.
So take me throughout the process of choosing the name Aratwara name.
Okay. Initially, I said Aratwaraning, it comes from the organization, gender-based violence.
Yeah.
The reason why I chose Aratwaraning is because I saw how we Black people, we don't unite.
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Because this thing, it happens amongst us, the gender-based violence. Our black brothers, our black uncles, and whatsoever, they rape us, the black nation. So I'm like, no, Aratwaraning, Maspambaning, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, let's unite.
Let's
You know,
unite.
let's carry the nation and restore our humanity, not only as the black nation, but also everyone.
The power.
Everyone. Yeah.
Wow, girl, we're not all powerful. Oh my gosh, is it not me getting goosebumps right now? Because wow, you just stating fact after fact after fact. So it was Aratwara Nengi. You dealt with that and you moved from that. And after some time, Viola Summits came about.
No, I survived.
Oh, I survived. Yes, your book first before Viola Summits. Okay, now the book is because wow, the book is very, very, very intense. And I feel like everybody needs to read it. So I will not steal words from your mouth. Mm-hmm. And I remember when you showed me the cover of the book, and I read there, generating a philosophy of young success in young people's mindsets. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. The name of the book is I Survived. Check it out. It's gonna be out soon. Go check it out, please. So take me throughout that journey. Why did you decide to write a book? Was it because Onyaka was about a story? Is it a fabricated story? Is it your story? What is it? What is the book all about?
The book is about myself and the youth. You understand? Because I believe, Hori, the youth is our future.
Yeah.
Young people are the solutions for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But a country that does not invest in its youth, then it's useless.
Yeah, period.
And this is what I always told my colleagues and friends, that if it's been said like that, is the youth ready to be invested on? Yeah. Definitely. So I literally, with what I see at school, at home, these young people are lost. They're lost. The misconception is too much. These people, it's amapiano, one way. So I survived is my story compared to young people. Mm-hmm. How I was able to overcome the problems that I went through. And I actually survived through suicide. You understand? So the reason why I put the slogan generating a new philosophy of young success in young people's mindsets is because the mentality that it is being brainwashed in young people is very bad. The third party, you can change everyone's mindset. So people are being brainwashed and programmed. No, I'm gonna do this when I'm 21. No, I'm gonna have this when I'm what. I'm gonna have this. They have a lot of talent. The problem is procrastinating and laziness, and the people that they surround themselves with. So I survived. I do believe each and every person that's gonna read the book will definitely get a new view of, or a perspective of actually growth. Because without growth, your mental capacity will still be thin. And think that you are, you know what? It's gonna stay that way. But up until you overcome a problem and become a problem to a problem, so that you can solve a problem. Because definitely, if you let the problem to become a problem to you, then you can never solve that problem. Yeah. So basically, let's take it to school. It's a formula. Yeah, it's a formula. Yes. Nice. The book is the formula. What you have to do is to take the calculator and do the formula. Whatever answer that you get is correct. Yeah, period. Either or. Yeah. It was worth a try, right? Okay, so
you're mentioning a lot of aspects, and that it will help one to deal with whatever that they will be going through. You also mentioned, I like that she mentioned, Uguti, the youth is brainwashed. We never really have honest conversations. You know, we always try and sugarcoat everything. Like, for example, hi chumi oshapu and how shapu, you know, like how kahle. When you come to school and your shoes are not polished, I think it's time that we had real conversations. So with that being said, Talk Number 2K is here. It's a platform, and we can just express what we want to say. Because, so would you agree with me if I say, Uguti, our elders failed us in a way?
Not entirely.
Okay.
Not entirely. There are... now I'm comparing. Ne?
Yeah.
There are those young people, and mama are very strict. Very, very, very strict. But the very same person, mama is strict is the very same person pregnant.
Yeah.
So the problem is the mother doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
That's called behind the scenes.
Nice.
So the problem is the mindset of the person. Or what does the person do? You are on your own, you remember?
Yeah.
So I don't have a conversation with my mom. She doesn't tell me about, you know, the sex talks with your mom and everything. We don't have such conversations.
Honest conversations.
But I have to Google them. I have to be told by a certain person. So we don't get pregnant. But the very same person, the person, so it's in both ways.
Either or.
The problem is the elders 50%, and the problem is young people 50%.
So, but how do we solve that? Because it feels and looks like an equation that cannot be solved because it's already balanced. So people just shy away from it. So
we need to, as Talk Number 2K.
Yeah.
We need to know what's the problem. Where does that come from? Why do you decide on doing this? Is it a pressure? How do you overcome pressure? What do you do? You understand? So such conversation, as you said, they need to be discussed.
Yeah.
We need to interview young people. Why? How did you end up here? I've been going to town, go cinemas. You will see our brothers. I'm just asking myself, how did you end up here?
Yeah.
What happened? What went wrong? So we need to know what's the problem. The other problem, the problem is you understand?
Yeah.
So the problem is a choice. Is a choice.
So it's the choices that we take that eventually lead us astray.
It is. Now I don't believe in pressure, honestly. Peer pressure, I don't.
Yes, the power
because
to that.
You can't tell me, Hori, this thing happened because of peer pressure.
Yes,
if now I
give
you a cigarette, it's your choice.
Yeah.
That I smoke or what.
Yeah.
But immediately, it was a choice, it wasn't a peer pressure.
Period.
Exactly.
Like you chose to do it.
I don't believe in that.
Because honestly, nobody held a gun to your head and was on some
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I was watching Live Amp not so long ago when R.I.P. Kilakau and Mpura died.
Yeah.
And Lami is whole worthy. She actually mentioned something very important, and she said, when we lose our elderly people, we lose our history. But when we lose the young people, we lose our future. So it is very encouraging to me to see you trying to uplift the youth of South Africa. And to that I say the power, and I do actually see you doing the things that needs to be done with your leadership skills and everything else that you do. And I really do hope that even it doesn't end now, and I hope this it's not the beginning, because it's about to start.
Oh, yes.
You know, let's give the youth a CPR. I mean, Siyancokola nama 2K.
Yeah.
You understand? So let's have honest conversations. It's time for us to actually just sit down and have conversations, especially with our parents. I mean, have that sex talk. It's weird, I know, but you just have to, because if not at home, then where? Because now yo chomi ke re ka mo namela, yo chomi ka mirang.
Exactly.
You know, and that is not having an honest conversation. Have a conversation. Use contraceptives. You know, take measures. I always say it's your best, you know. So I like actually what you're saying, and it's actually giving me so much encouragement. And a great thanks to whoever started Talk Number 2K. Thank you very much, Kawe. You are indeed a Kawe. Let's get into things right now. So not only are you a person who is into corporate, I would say, and one who stand up for people's rights, but you also believe in executing your voice, even if it's through other people. So you started Viola Summits, right? And you are also an artist. She's also an artist on her own, an independent artist, a public speaker, a poet, you know, an author. And you mentioned Ekalen Uti, you wanted it to be like for poets only, but you also thought to yourself, Uti, why just poets and not all-round artists? So before we get into Viola Summits, let's speak to give me an idea of the idea that you had for Viola Summits.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted it to become a poetry club. I wanted dramatized poetry. I wanted public speaking. I wanted speaking only.
Yeah.
You understand? So growing up, seeing, okay, so my organization, Araswaraning, we had a youth day program last year. So around here. So there's this girl, man. She's very young. The child is very young. The way she sang, I'm like, oh my god. Can you imagine if Viola Summits only accommodated poets, then what about the singer? With such a voice.
Yeah, like
a guy. So you understand? I'm like, why not? Let it be everyone.
So you're like, yeah, let it be everyone.
Yeah.
So let's touch base a little bit on poets. Sometimes I just feel like poets are not given enough platform.
They're not.
You know, so your journey as a poet might have been different, or is it like the same story as all the other great poets that I know of who are like, okay, yeah, I went to go perform, and well, maybe sometimes it's not about the money, but honestly, come on, toiletries are not for free.
Yeah.
So they would be like, they would pay an MC 5,000 rand, but a poet only 2,000.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, poets are not that recognized.
Yeah.
They're not. I've been there. People that would be recognized, like you're saying, like the author and whatever. Remember that thing we went?
The youth summit,
yeah,
yes.
They paid the author 5,000 and
yeah.
So you understand? I don't know why. I don't know why the poets are not that recognized.
Yeah. Because they are the ones that actually make the event.
Yeah, they are.
You dig? Yeah.
I guess me popping flames to write the sky is the blue.
Yeah.
It's not.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Yeah, it's not, because you think, hey, akuna batholen clever lady poets. Honestly. Yeah. That's what I know.
So, wow. Okay, poets are not just, I believe poets are not just human beings. Okay, we are all spirit beings, but they just go to some dimension, you know?
Yeah.
So, because I mentioned that, can you please drop something for us?
All right. Why did you do that?
Because I know you can do it.
All right. I would say this very inspiring poem that I wrote. And it's a motivational poem. So whoever will be viewing this, go YouTube. Yeah. All right. So life. Life is beautiful. Life is not a problem to be solved, but the reality to be experienced. Life is a series of natural, spontaneous changes. Do not resist them, that only create sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way you like. You can't start the next chapter if you keep reading the last one. You are only here for a short visit. Don't hurry and don't worry. Just hope to end up with red regrets and smell the flowers along the way. The true secret of happiness lies in genuine interest in all the details of your daily life. Look upon life as an adventure because your life is a message. Whether you choose to move on, you take a chance in unknown, you stay behind, life goes on. And if you love life, life will love you back.
Oh, Viola, you are doing the things that need to be done. I'm already encouraged by that. I like that you mentioned Uguti. This is a short visit. Don't be in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and don't worry because I mean, why do you want to worry if life is like so beautiful? So yeah, and we going to be begging. Okay. There's people in the room, and I'm gonna give them a chance to ask you a question.
Okay.
Or questions.
That's not a problem.
Let it be hectic, gentlemen.
I've been quiet for such a long time, and it felt unnatural for me. So I didn't
Oh
want
my god.
the stuff that you're speaking about actually speaks to me. Although I'm older, you make me feel very old. So when you say the young people are the future, I feel like I'm part of the past. But anyway, 16, man, 16, Viola. That's a very sensitive age to be doing, all of these things that you're doing. It's pretty great actually to see that. But I had this question because in your poetry, you are pointing out things which I actually sort of thought about before you actually even said them. Things like don't go like to the last. Don't think about the last chapter or don't go to the last chapter.
Yeah, don't read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and you said that life is something to be experienced and not a problem to be solved. Something like that.
Yeah.
And actually, when you say such, I think about then how you told us about your life that you actually were sort of having relations like friendships with people who were way older than you at a young age, and you're still at a young age. So I'm thinking now, okay, how long have you been in this sort of adulthood mentality where you had to be confident and be bold to face up to the challenges of the world? Because I mean, you seem to be doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm asking myself about that sensitivity now of being young, because I believe that we need to experience that as life has to be experienced. The nice things, the bad things, whatever, we have to go through it and become better. And I mean, you seem to be okay. So
yeah.
Don't you think about that childhood and think that maybe you might miss it at some point, or maybe you need to feel like a child from time to time, or I don't know.
No. I've never got the chance to enjoy my childhood.
Yeah.
And neither even at this moment. I don't feel like, Marasa, no, I don't. I don't know. And that thing, it pisses people off. Because I get to be called Mamuruti of Kolong. I get to be called Madi Politiki. They always call me a politician. Because I barely, I don't know, but I never got the chance to play around and enjoy my childhood. I never got the chance. And I don't even regret, because if it wasn't of that, I don't think I would have been such a woman that I am today. Yeah.
So do you think that is in your nature, or is it because of your circumstances, something that you had to adapt? Or like what is it? What is that about?
Judging by what's happening now, I would say by nature. And back then, I would say by everything that I went through. Yeah.
Oh, so you were shaped by the things which were happening in there?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, that's fine.
So they shaped you, but they didn't define you?
No. No.
Oh my gosh, bro. One intimidate.
Yeah, no. The time I released my snippet for I Survived, a lot of people, they were like, Lehlohonolo, is this a true story? And I'm like, yes, it is. They were like, no, I wanna hide. Like, why should I be all sad when I'm with people?
Yeah.
Because the vibe that I gave people was different. A lot of people thought I come from a family that, so it's
Yeah.
gonna get a therapy and like it's school, even now. So yeah, a lot of people are shocked, even today, it's me who went through that. And with how I behaved when I was in the streets,
Yeah.
at school and everything.
Which goes back to his question on would you ever miss your childhood? Because from that I picked up Uguti. You've always been different. You've always been dynamic. So you have like a small group of friends, right?
Yeah.
Like when I say small, I mean like 2 friends or even one.
It's actually one now.
Which is sad because I mean people are not as open-minded. So you would, for example, if you guys were to have conversations, you were the one that would have an honest conversation. For example, yo Chumiki John and John, I'm 17 and John is 21 or even 30. And are you that girl that's gonna be like, I watch you make
yeah, you're right. Here's another thing about friendships that I learned. I used to surround myself with so we were like 4. Eh? So all the time when we meet, the thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Understand? So all the time when we meet, there was actually nothing that we learned from each other.
Yeah.
There are those type of people that will talk about influences and bougie all the time. Now about school there wasn't. Now about future there wasn't. I was always the one who have languages, and all the time when I do that, they would ignore it. So I knew that this was the wrong company.
Yeah.
You understand? So going back to young people, that's the problem.
So you had to change course.
I had to change.
So we cannot change course until you stop being the victim.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
In the words of, is it Miles Monroe?
What?
Miles Monroe. The pastor. Yeah. Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah. I don't know how to, Nyakoli Sakai. Yeah, but people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Zim. Speaking about influencers, you are an influencer of your own kind. So I was reading some quote not so long ago, and because yena untama ona ahai doesn't mean you're prettier than you. You have your own definition of beauty. So you have your own definition of influence to people, which is a great thing. So right now, these are your fans. Your fans are watching right now. What would you tell them right now? Like words of encouragement.
Okay. All right. I would ask a question, then actually.
Yeah.
I would ask her, is success being there to be enjoyed or just another destination without a joyride? And with being said, me, myself, Viola, I don't want success to wear grey hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want success to wear grey hair because they say do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Period.
And I say work hard young and success will be on the passenger seat during the joyride to success. So get to think of, go ahead. Tell me that you're having a bad day. Tell me about the traffic. Tell me about your boss. Tell me about the job you've been trying to quit for the past 4 years. And think of, most people have no idea that the tragedy and silence has the exact same address.
Yeah.
So when your day is a museum of disappointments, remember that each and every year 2 million people die from dehydration. So it doesn't matter how half full or half empty the water in the cup is. Drink and stop complaining.
Period.
That's what I would say. Drink and stop complaining. Stop blaming other people for the choices you make. So yeah, looking upon life as an adventure because your life is a message.
Yeah.
So whether you choose to move on, you take a chance and unknown, you stay behind, life goes on. And if you love life, it will love you back.
Yes, honey. To that I say,
Yes.
the power Africans ridikrag. Unkifa electricity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so you mentioning a lot of things and you're reminding me of an artist. Do you know Asa?
No.
listen to her, and in one of her songs, she says, Mr. Jailer, it's actually a famous song. She says, life is beautiful. Don't you think so too, Mr. Jailer? Because I'm a prisoner, you're a prisoner too. We all have ingati. So we need to just stop complaining. So to you, is success a destination or is it a journey?
It's a journey.
Period.
It's a journey.
Is it easy? Is it hard?
Yeah. In order for you to grow, you have to overcome problems.
Yeah.
You see, one day, I can tell my father, so I had a friend of mine who failed. So the someone, you know what, I feel so bad. My friend failed and I get past it. And it was like, that's the beginning of her life.
Nice.
Because, like I think, ho fail ho biang.
Yeah.
Now all passing Ali.
Yeah.
Don't know life. So in order for you to grow, you have to overcome all the problems. Either way.
Yeah.
You have to, So I no matter how or 61, but as long as you are not growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my gosh, girl. So you just have to overcome everything else and just strive to be a better person in life. You know what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, thank you for coming to the show. It was actually amazing having you here. High five to that. Yeah, and by the way, we are friends, yes. From now on, even no matter how. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was talk number 2K, and today we had Viola Mohase in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, the blessed one was in the building, doing nothing but the most, and certainly die goeders wat moet gedoen word. En julle ken mos was het lekker. Tot volgende keer. Stay tuned. Don't touch the dial. Raboe.
Like what it took for me to get this far. Patient. I didn't give my all. You gotta know they show me love. Feel like I deserve a little standing ovation. Fans coming at me on some flow. Listen. Way too good, man. You deserve to blow. Patient. I got everything you ever made. I show you love. But when it's ready, you can put your songs on rotation. Maybe a couple 100 days, or maybe they want 100Ks. But however long it takes, I ain't gonna stop making nothing but grenades. Yeah, I'm seeing progress. Oh yes, it's either you free or you're oppressed. Truth is, if you're a true artist, the system got a leash for you and it's called cash. I wanna say something to y'all.